more comfortable and more safe. Another good spot to be would be to find your way right into the bathtub. The idea is to keep your head down.
Seek shelter on the lowest floor of the building in an interior hallway or room such as a closet. Use blankets or pillows to cover your body and always stay away from windows. If in mobile homes or vehicles, evacuate them and get inside a substantial shelter. If no shelter is available, lie flat in the nearest ditch or other low spot and cover your head with your hands. Please report hail size, damaging winds, and reports of trees down to the National Weather Service by email at alb.stormreport@noaa.gov, on Facebook at www.facebook.com/US nationalweatherservice.albany.gov or Twitter at Albany. A severe thunderstorm watch remains in effect until 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time Thursday evening for Eastern New York. Repeating, a tornado warning remains in effect until 4:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time for the following counties in New York, Albany, and Schenectady.
62 is worse than 46 when you're talking about wind shear and those speeds in that spot. So we're going to continue to track this. This is the storm that is responsible, or this is the section of the storm that is responsible for having brought some damage to those spots there out into western.
1 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. National Weather Service Doppler radar continued to indicate a tornado on the ground with a tornadic debris signature just south of Duanesburg in Schenectady County and will cross exit 24 of Interstate 88 around 4 p.m.
So I don't want anybody to let their guard down and say, well, it's not that big of a deal. This is a pretty big deal as the storm continues to press its way down to the south.
The tornado will be here.
Maybe want to check on the chat room, see if there's anything up on that, and we're going to get somebody out to Duanesburg and check on those reports from the fire department. The fire chief came through with that information, so there probably, although we want to say confirm it, probably was a tornado touchdown in the Duanesburg area.
Okay. That's good to know, too. And it looks like another tornado warning has just been issued, or it's been extended a little farther down into Albany County there. So let me get a little bit more information on this. We're going to stay with you as long as this is going on.
A bit farther to the south and east, it looks like there's a brand new tornado warning included in this new warning that goes a little bit farther south and east. Just catches the far west edge of the Albany area, although, as you can see, the main center of rotation is coming down the western part of this tornado warning area. It looks unlikely even that probably much in the way of even a big hail is going to come into Albany per se, or Albany proper.
So tornadoes really depend on this the inflow of the warm air and the cooler air that's coming around the backside, and when one or the other of them is too strong, then that's the end of the tornado generally.
Yeah, indeed. In this case, the cooler air that's coming over near Albany and Schenectady has better wind in terms of generating the thunderstorm. The thunderstorm can create its own cooler.
Oh, it's damage on us. Okay.
Tornado circulation back in this.
Moved a little bit further to the southeast with this particular cell. And we're going to, there, this is the cell that we're looking at here. Right in there. So it came across through Schenectady County, out of Montgomery, through western Schenectady County.
And I've done some manipulation while Craig's been on the air with our radar to kind of hone in on the area of rotation. It's not as strong as it was. We're starting to see at least radar indications of some weakening. Again, it's very typical. Tornadoes can be very short-lived. They can do a lot of damage in a short period of time. We still, however, do have a circulation, though. This is Thompson's Lake, Meadowdale here, East Bern, and the Delmar area.
So suspicious. Use blankets or pillows to cover your body and always stay away from windows. If in mobile homes or vehicles, evacuate them and get inside a substantial shelter.
Of a tornado on the ground. There were some spotters following this storm. We have a house destroyed, heavily damaged, in Delanson on Route 20. We don't have complete confirmation, but I can't imagine that there won't be widespread destruction to trees and structures along the entire path as it moved into northwest Albany County. What do you got, Tim? Want to go switch?
It looks like it's weakened a little bit. If you go back to the RF1 and check out some of the signatures aren't there now.
Yeah, you remember we were talking about that hook echo?
Yep.
We don't see that quite as well defined. It doesn't mean, listen, you know, you've been doing this a long time, Tim. You know, it doesn't mean
one scan.
Right, one scan. But what Tim is talking about was that hook echo that we had. We still have a hook echo, but it's not quite as well defined. You can see it in here. Let me kind of highlight this for you. This is the rotation right here that you would expect there to be the tornado. And it's just to the east of East Burns, so it's very close to the Doppler radar site. So this more than likely is still on the ground.
Yeah, and again, Andy being the expert with the radar information, when you get closer to the radar, you obviously can't look at the entire storm from the ground into the vertical.
No, you're absolutely right, and that's why when this thing came out of Montgomery County, we knew that this thing had to be bad. And had to be producing damage, and that's exactly what happened. Off to the northeast, this is
Number 172, effective until 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. This watch includes the following counties.
Thompson's Lake to Meadowdale. Big hail probably extends all the way over to North Bethlehem. I'm not ignoring Voorheesville and North Bethlehem. It's going to be bad there too. But the worst of it is just to your west. In fact, to me right now, the largest hail,
an Albany radar site, and we don't get a complete
Toward Wolf Hill.
I'm going to be honest with you folks. In fact, now, if you live in Westerlo, Rensselaerville, prepare to take shelter. This storm is probably 15 to 30 minutes away. Andy, what do you got over there?
We're still looking at that hail spike extending from the east of the storm system, and that storm is continuing to produce large hail. And it's also starting to extend now into extreme northern Albany County, actually just to the northwest of the city of Albany. And we can actually hear the rain beginning to beat down on our roof here outside of our studios in Northern Boulevard. And the dual pole radar continues to show a debris ball signature in northwestern Albany County, just to the north of the radar site by about a few miles. And we also, as I mentioned, have what we call a hail spike extending to the east of that debris ball signature, right across southern Schenectady County, right to the Albany County line as well. Looks like hail estimates based on the Doppler radar probably close to 1 3/4 to 2 inches in diameter, along with some very, very heavy rainfall as well.
All right, Andy, we just got this in. We're getting more confirmation of 2 tractor trailers turned over on I-88. Now, if you remember when we were talking about the tornado, I was mentioning Weaver Road, right? Weaver Road in Delanson. Well, guess where the tractor trailers were turned over? West Weaver Road, where I-88 crosses West Weaver Road. So, as more information comes in, we're getting more confirmation.
Northern Albany and South Central Schenectady counties. At 4:01 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, National Weather Service Doppler radar and storm spotters were tracking a large and extremely dangerous tornado. Amateur radio reports trees down and a home destroyed in Delta. A tornado warning remains in effect until 4:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time for Northern Albany and South Central Schenectady counties. At 4:15 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, National Weather Service Doppler radar and storm spotters were tracking a large and extremely dangerous tornado. This is a dangerous situation, with several reports of homes damaged or destroyed. This tornado was located near Altamont, or 8 miles southwest of Rotterdam, moving southeast at 20 miles per hour. The tornado will be near Meadowdale, Thatcher State Park, Gilderland Center, and Hartman's Corners by 4:25 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. New Salem, Voorheesville, New Scotland, and Wolfville by 4:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. The safest place to be during a tornado is in a basement. Get under a workbench or other piece of sturdy furniture. If no basement is available, seek shelter on the lowest floor of the building in an interior hallway or room such as a closet. Use blankets or pillows to cover your body, and always stay away from windows. If in mobile homes or vehicles, evacuate them and get inside a substantial shelter. If no shelter is available, lie flat in the nearest ditch or other low spot and cover your head with your hands. Please report hail size, damaging winds, and reports of trees down to the National Weather Service by email at hailb.stormreport@noaa.gov.
On the way home, I was just telling Mom we're overdue for a big tornado. Guess what's on the ground right now in Schenectady County?
Or Twitter at
Big one.
Albany. A severe thunderstorm
They have
watch
multiple
remains
homes
in effect
destroyed.
until 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time Thursday evening.
They have a lot of
New York.
tractor trailers took over on
A
88,
tornado warning
and
remains
it's going
in
right towards the
effect until
city
4:30 p.m.
of
Eastern
Albany.
Daylight Time for the following counties in New York, Albany, and Schenectady. A tornado warning remains in effect until 4:30 p.m.
Just listen to
Eastern
this.
Daylight
Listen.
Time for northern Albany
All right, you
and
listening?
central Schenectady counties at 4:15 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time.